Welcome back to Phase Zero, everybody. BD here to talk about this guy, Kang the Conqueror, the first Phase 5 villain in the MCU, and the man who we know heads up the next Avengers movie. And he's already fought some Avengers in the past. So in this video, we're going to talk about who those Avengers were, and if we might see any of that happen in any of the upcoming MCU titles. So subscribe to the Phase Zero channel. Let's jump in. In a recent interview with Lifehacker Australia, Kang himself, Jonathan Majors, said he wants to see Kang run into Tony Stark. He says he'd love to share the set with Robert Downey Jr., we all would, right? And thinks Iron Man is very fascinating in how he represents a clear worldview and energy of the Avengers, which is very different from what Kang represents. Here's the thing, they already met. In Loki, we were introduced to Majors as He Who Remains. This is the Kang variant who won the multiversal war, and that meant not only taking out his own variants, but also heroes who got in the way. Concept art of this scene showed relics of these heroes in the lair of He Who Remains, including Iron Man's helmet. Now, it doesn't seem like the Iron Man helmet made it into the Loki finale set, though a similar trophy case of relics can be seen behind Loki and Sylvie in some camera angles, so you could possibly make the argument that it's there, we just might have missed it. However, the same show is where we saw Avengers Tower having been Kang Enterprises. In the main MCU timeline, we saw Tony Stark sell Avengers Tower in Spider-Man Homecoming. We still don't know who bought it, but in at least one timeline, that buyer was none other than a Kang variant. Not to quote Thanos here, but it does seem inevitable that Kang will meet or has met a Tony Stark variant, and Majors is gonna get some kind of crossover that he's looking for. But there's one more thing to remember here. Tony Stark invented time travel in the MCU during Avengers Endgame. In Avengers Endgame, his line to Captain America about if you mess with time, it tends to mess back, is the one thing that leaves me thinking maybe the Tony Stark we knew in the MCU had already had some kind of run-in with Kang. That line really seemed to imply he knew more about time travel and its consequences than anyone else, and there's really no reason he would have that information yet, so he could have had some experience outside of what we were shown on screen while messing with time travel, and it involved Kang the Conqueror. Low probability, I know, but wishful thinking has me believing.
This is wild.
In animation, Tony Stark met Kang when Kang came to kill Captain America with a claim that Cap would cause the destruction of humanity in a dark, fiery future. In comics, Iron Man was on the Avengers roster for Kang's first appearance, and his technology has influenced Kang's technology in various mediums. They've had their share of run-ins in other titles, so it seems like an Iron Man variant, perhaps one from the 838 universe seeking revenge for Wanda's actions, could be on an incursion course with Kang somewhere in the MCU's future. Other Avengers which Kang has encountered include Thor for sure. In promo materials for Quantumania, Kang claims to have killed the one with the hammer while threatening Ant-Man. We know a variant has met Loki, but there are a bunch of other Lokis from the multiverse, and it seems quite likely one or more has met Kang somewhere. America Chavez could certainly be a character to have encountered the Conqueror, seeing as she can jump across universes, and if she met a bunch of strangers, why not also a Kang or two? Then there's Vision, the character whose body inherits the mind and memories of Kang in comics. The White Vision is out there in the world somewhere, so perhaps Wanda's favorite toaster has or will encounter Kang somewhere in the timeline, or some timeline, whatever the multiverse is trying to set up here. Which Avengers do you want to see Kang come face to face with? Do you think he's already met Tony Stark somewhere in the multiverse? Share your thoughts in the comment section or send them my way on Twitter at BrandonDavisBD, and subscribe to the Phase Zero channel for more MCU updates, theories, reviews, and live shows. I'm BD. I'll see you there.